shouldn't be too difficult running commentaries on food, very easy, but we cope. And of course, we please give her a warmer welcome. Next to Mrs. Otedola, on our immediate right, Managing Director and Chief Executive, Nestle Food Nigeria in the Director General, Women Affairs Commission. I want to thank them very much for taking this product out to us consumers at the zones. These 9 contestants who are here went away with beautiful prizes, but Mrs. Oladuni found in this color and council, Mrs. Oladuni found one of the extreme right. Winner of the Laguna Zone, winner of the Laguna Zone. Going to be cooking and she's teaching home economics at the center. You can imagine my disappointment when I discovered that I would have to sit for a paper in the Senior Secondary Certificate Examination. Circumstances have therefore conspired to thank Nestle Food Nigeria PLC for everything. I also wish my famous sister, famous aside Nestle Food National Children, the husband fashion, but he's not. He's actually a footwear designer. Sewing and drawing. I'm sure you thought everybody. She's an African catering and she's doing her industrial attachment in Nickel Lake Hotel anyway.
And we'll also be having lovely day along the way. But in the meantime, may I most humbly invite the chairperson, Chief Mrs. Roger Otedola, to give us our opening remarks. Your Excellency, ma'am. She is the special guest of honor. Please follow me, ma'am. Now I invite the special guest of honor to give us her opening remarks.
Which marks the 11th Maggi National Cooking Competition. I firmly believe that the food of the people remains one of the strongest pivots around which the entire culture revolves. I'm informed that Nestle Foods Nigeria PLC has been organizing this contest for the past 10 years, and more importantly, they have even gone ahead to document dishes presented over the years at this annual event. It is worthy of note that Nestle Food PLC, by this singular act of it, has succeeded in 1. Raising the level of preparation and serving standards of Nigerian foods. 2. Contributing to the internationalization of Nigerian cuisine, for we can now have courses made from our Nigerian foods. 3. Contributing to national unity through food by popularizing foods from various ethnic groups that Nigeria is made of. 4. Documenting Nigerian cooking competitions recipes into booklets for distribution to the public, including catering schools and hotels. These, by no means, are commendable achievements which must be sustained and kept for generations yet unborn. Before I go further, I wish to digress a bit. The organizer of this competition must be commended for bringing to this grand finale the special guest of honor, my dear mommy, alias Madam Efficiency of the University of Lagos, Faith. I'm talking about that charming, ever joyful, doting wife of the Executive Governor of Lagos State, a real mother in Israel, Mrs. Doja Otedola, who looks about 20 years younger than her real age. She was the catering officer in that university days, and I'm very, very happy. Mothers no longer have enough time to spare to teach their children because they don't get to the presence of our traditional dishes. Situation we have found ourselves, I believe strongly that these books will come in handy. I wish to congratulate Nestle Foods Nigeria PLC with regard to the competition. I'm aware that we have 9, unfortunately. Our dear Amobi is not around. If you should lose, do not be disappointed. But try and try again as the competition is a continuous one. Even when English ladies and gentlemen, permit me to say that while we await the emergence of the Maggi, I believe so.
Thank you very much. As the first and chairperson of this occasion.
Today, for the past 2 months, we at Nestle Foods Nigeria PLC have collected recipe entries, organized this competition at zonal levels in Kaduna, Ibadan, and Enugu. So what we are witnessing today is the grand finale of our efforts over the past 2 months. Today marks the 11th year of organizing this competition, which started in 1982 with a short break in 1992. We are proud to say that in the past 10 years, we have been able to increase the knowledge of the women and other visitors to this country and create awareness for the numerous exciting Nigerian dishes that are found in this great country. This knowledge, we believe, has left positive impressions on the minds and, of course, in the thoughts of many housewives. Let me digress a bit from these achievements and state quickly our objectives for organizing this competition. It is to contribute to the establishment of a Nigerian food culture through dissemination of information about recipe and dishes from different ethnic groups. We also wish to raise the standard of preparation and service of Nigerian foods to internationally acceptable standards. Also, our intention to facilitate the availability of complete Nigerian menus in hotels and restaurants throughout Nigeria. And of course, to encourage skills and creativity in the culinary arts. And finally, to document and distribute information on Nigerian food culture through the publication of recipe booklets and books. Nestle Foods Nigeria PLC, manufacturer of quality products, amongst which are the Maggi range of products, Maggi Cube, Maggi Chicken, Maggi Super, and the latest addition, Maggi Crayfish, has over the years been at the forefront of promoting Nigerian food culture, both within and outside this country. The documentation of menus and recipes into books and booklets has helped immensely in carrying out food culture outside our shores. Some of our 5-star hotels and restaurants have found these books quite useful, particularly in serving up Nigerian dishes. And this is not to mention the numerous housewives who, through intertribal marriages or shared interests, have continued to send in recurring requests for the booklets. I remember on one occasion 2 years ago, the then Minister of Information and Culture, who was invited here, was so impressed that he bought, on behalf of the Federal Ministry of Information, 100 copies of the recipe booklets with a clear instruction that they should be distributed around all the embassies or Nigerian embassies all around the world. So you are likely to see the recipe booklets in so many countries of the world thanks to the Maggi cooking competition. A sideboard and a deep freezer. Second prize, a beautiful 6-burner gas electric cooker and standing fan. And the third prize, a 4-burner gas electric cooker. Of course, all other winners will take home giant food warmers, trays, umbrellas, and lots of Maggi products. Now remains for me again to welcome you all. Particularly, I'd like to welcome our special guest of honor, who I understand, and justifiably so, she's otherwise known as Madam Efficiency. She actually has demonstrated that efficiency this afternoon. I can assure you she was here on the dot of 12. That is supreme efficiency. And we want to thank her for the great interest she has had for our competition. Please give her a round of applause.
At this grand finale of the 11th Maggi cooking competition, when I was contacted to attend this occasion, I asked myself, what bearing does this competition have with the development of Lagos State or the nation as a whole? I wish to state, however, that my presence here today is informed by the objective which I perceive Nestle Feeds PLC has set for itself by organizing this contest, as well as the fact that I find it irresistible not to attend a function that is so related to my profession. Let me first of all congratulate Nestle Foods Nigeria PLC for having found the courage to consistently organize this competition in the last 10 years. I know they have other ways of effectively advertising their products. Their reason for this annual competition, however, hinges on their social responsibility to this nation. One of the objectives for the competition, as indicated by the company, is to promote the Nigerian food culture even beyond the shores of this country, and this is evidenced by the recipe booklet published by the company. This, I believe, is quite laudable, as I know that such books are not cheap to produce in terms of ideas and finances. I urge Nestle Foods Nigeria PLC not to relent in their efforts at promoting this competition, which so far has achieved other objectives such as encouraging skills and creativity in the culinary arts, promoting interethnic trials of Nigerian dishes, and encouraging Nigerians to be proud of their culinary heritage. An occasion like this falls in tune with the objectives of the Better Life program initiated by the First Lady, Dr. Mrs. Madam Babangida, amongst which are the acquisition of skills for the improvement of processing and preservation of food, as well as other economic activities for the upliftment of women in the grassroots level. The Better Life program has also organized cooking competitions in all states, where recipes of foods in each state have been compiled. Lagos State Chapter has also compiled a recipe booklet on food, snacks, and drinks peculiar to the state. I implore Nestle Foods Nigeria PLC to update their recipe booklet with this booklet from all the states of the Federation. Some other organizations are taking a cue from your company, but from what every one of us shall observe here today, we shall no doubt be convinced that Nestle has achieved greater strides worthy of emulation. Your company should, however, not rest on its words, but should make further efforts to encourage researchers to improve the quality of preparation and distribution of our local foods to meet international standards. I make bold to say that additional efforts on your products as well as others in similar ventures such as yours will without doubt enhance the promotion of our international trade and tourism. I see this opportunity to call on the international hotels in this country to improve their skills in the preparation of our local foods as well as to encourage tourists and other foreigners in our midst to always select from the various local delicacies abounding in our country rather than limiting them to continental dishes. I congratulate the contestants who have gone through the rigors of the zonal contest. I encourage you all to put in your best at this final stage on this laudable venture towards the upliftment of our food culture, and I urge you to please keep it up. I wish everyone a pleasant time here. Enjoy yourself, and thank you very much for listening.
Hello.
Apa?
Out of 8 contestants, we have one young man whom I think we should all also give a round of applause. I think we all thought he did very, very well. He did beautifully. And we'll encourage all the gentlemen in the crowd today to practice a little more of that. It is wonderful. We will start from... again, I hate to do this because I know how they all feel, and they really have worked very, very hard and have tried very hard and have cooked really delicious meal. I think everything there was lovely. But we do have to pick a winner, you know, and it's a dilemma for us, but based on that, here goes. The third place winner of the 11th Maggi National Cooking Competition held on the 26th of June 1993. Third place winner is contestant number 6. Second place goes to contestant number 2. Congratulations. I feel rather important. I feel as if I'm announcing Miss Nigeria, you know? And I suppose in the cooking field, this is it. So, we didn't have the names. As the contestants, we were not allowed to know the names. We only had their numbers. So, I imagine after all this, the organizers will announce the names so that everybody knows who they are. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a drum roll. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 11th National Maggi Cooking Competition 1993 is... Sure. Well, in the absence of a drum roll, the winner of this year's Maggi Cooking Competition is contestant number 5.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Ijeoma Jane Francis Anazogo, second place winner. And the winner. Let's put your hands together for her.
Congratulations. That's the medal and the sash. Please put us together for the cook of the year.
We have the very interesting one of the year. Maggi welcome. Maggi program
have a feel of what the problem of rural development is like within your own local government jurisdiction. And also to intimate you of our oncoming program, which is to launch that is the direct participation scheme. We have programmed that launch for 9th of June, which is next week, Friday. And we are hoping that all the chairmen of local governments will be in attendance with members of the community of smaller local jurisdictions. The essence of that program basically is to educate our people and to get them involved directly in what concerns their livelihood. We want to make sure that they start the initiation of their own programs from the rural community, and whatever assistance that the directorate will render and the government can render at that stage, we will then determine as the progress of the programs that they are executing continue. We do not want to have our people believe that government is the perfect benefactor of everything. It must provide everything. We want them to realize that their future actually lies in their hands. They must initially a 20 years planning period. Saying that in 20 years, they want a Limosho community area to look like the VI, the Lagos metropolis. And to get it to that point, certain things have to be put in place within that 20 years period. And which means they must face the type of programs they want to pursue on annual basis to be able to arrive at what their objective is really like. Well, it's an honest task. It's not going to be an easy task. But it's a challenge, which we believe in the directorate that a challenge that is very meaningful, and which I believe that all members of the community should rise up to face. We want to make a trend of change. A change in the sense that we have now many people, overpopulation being based in the urban center. If we can turn the clock around and have a shift away from the urban to rural, I think we have done some tremendous, achieved certain things for this particular state. This is the reason why we come around, and we need the support of the chairman. At least during that occasion, we will be expecting to have some level of donation coming up, at least for an effective takeoff. We don't want the launching to be done And the ceremony, the entire program ends with the ceremony of that Friday night. We want to have a follow-up. We have to encourage our individuals. We are going to send officers out educating and identify the type of programs that will be viable for that community. And we are going to work directly with them. To be able to do that, we need some level of resources at the initial stage, which we are pleading with all the members of our society to contribute, at least to enable us to achieve our aim. Now, tentatively, we have a program that has been marked out for the 6th of July. That is Tuesday next week, sir. At the Lagos State Auditorium at 10 o'clock, the national chairman of district, that is Air Vice Marshal retired, will be meeting with all the chairmen of local governments and the chairmen of the community development associations in all the local governments, so that we can carry them all through the message of the direct participations and why the
well, we, as you all are aware, we are half here, half there, half Roman, half rural. And we are always under the pressure of organization. This is as a result of people crossing from Ikeja, seeing some urban atmosphere, crossing from Maggi, and just 2 minutes after, they come into a rural setup. So people will not see why Ikeja or Maggi has gotten a lot of modern amenities, and 2 minutes after they cross the national, they can't see the safety. But we always try to appeal to the patients that the present administration, we are laying the foundation. The foundation we are laying here is so solid that we are sure that even if they have to pile up a 5-story, 6, 10-story building foundation, it will not collapse. We have been able to identify problems, and we are setting up a priority as to tackle these problems. Well, we want to record our thanks to your department for all your efforts within our division in providing all the goodies for us. We are aware of your tremendous efforts. We have seen the impact, especially in the area of supply of water, which is the area that is more of a problem to us since we don't have pipe-on water. However, before I cross to your specific area, the reason why you are here, I would like to take this opportunity to mention that while we are thanking you for all the water you are supplying to us, we would like you to note that in the future, we will require from you more of type A deep water than the borehole. And because we are having problems with the maintenance of the borehole, it's very expensive to maintain right now. Whereas the type A water, all we need is to change the pump, and the pump is not expensive, between 3,000 to 5,000 naira. So it's conventional. So we just wanted to take note of that. In this area, rather than spending a lot of money on the pump, and give us as many of the type A water systems as possible. Then coming on to the ceremony that you have here as much as our capacity can take us. But although like every other local government now, we are under financial stress and strain. However, whatever we can do in order to contribute and quota to what we can do, we also ensure that participate. So we want to welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, to our devotion. I'm sure most of you are coming to an action for the first time. So, what happened here, just for your information, has been put in place within 1 year. This administration, and we also have 3 area offices set up within 1.5 years. We have the Faja area office, the area office, and the Kyoto area. And this has been done in order to carry the government nearer to the people. Because most of you will probably not know that our boundary starts between the local government and the national local government at River Village. So our first village is located at River Village. And then we extend far to the street that divides and Lagos. To the left when you are going to. So that's the last village we have. So within this distance, we felt that it would be too difficult to ask people to come up to the headquarters here. So one of the first things we did was to centralize the government and then carry the government nearer as much as possible to the people. And that has been very helpful. Because if the man wants to feel of to come here, so it's the useless where we located our that's part of the other problem that we have is how to catch you, because you are always on the move. So that protection really this Ojo is sort of center of focus. You know, up to this. And brick.
About moving the focus from just production and now to human development. Human development in the sense that we believe there's not much success that can be made without the direct involvement of the people themselves. And to enable them to gain more from the program, we are now proposing to launch direct participation. It will be launched by the executive government with the presence of the national chairman of the DP, the vice national. And we will be educating people in the rural community of the need for them now to start initiating development programs within their community. They can take a look at their community, say, within a period of 10-20 years ahead and plan that, okay, we want to see our community to look like maybe AI annex. And to be able to get there, certain basic things have to be put in place over that 20-year period. How much of it do we want to do in a year? I want specific people to work together.
financial constraints is there.
And then
Everybody likes good things.
It
You know?
is there.
I want
It
to
is
have
there.
a good road. I want to have good houses with air condition and things, but I should tell you that, okay, you want this. I said, okay, before you have that, that's the foundation. You get to a certain level. When you get to that level, you have a financial constraint. You get and that's what you say, okay. But me is of no use. So, you know, I could have built something smaller than introducing something beautiful for me. It's now wasted, it has now wasted my money. So, what do you think?
Free is not going to stay completely away from the community. We are going to complement it. But we want to make sure that what they are doing is definitely meaningful to the process of development of the community.
It's from them.
The decision must come from them. And it's vital, so that there is for us to complement them with. But they make that still we will be monitoring, we will be educating, and we will identify areas that we feel within the setting can be very useful to them. They are going to take our own advice. However, to enable us to adequately take off properly and sustain it, we will be asking for small donations from everybody that is likely to be there on Friday. So we can the magnitude of financial constraints before local governments and the state government itself. We are hoping that by Friday, no matter how small token that can be given, we will appreciate it, because if you only assist us to put the proper foundation on the ground, we will be able for the communities to appreciate what we are going to disseminate to them. But the information. We are going to
the information or the contribution?
both on the both sides. Information will go before we contribute. Information to allow them know exactly what they actually have in mind. Contribution in terms of who sharing or financing of programs or projects. Before the launching, sir, we have scheduled for the 6th of July, that is Tuesday next week, that the national chairman, that is Air Vice Marshal upon your retirement, we want to meet with all the chairmen of local governments, the supervisor for Agri, and the chairman of all the community development associations within the local zone.
Oh, no, petrol for just 2 days. We can spend it there. So if somebody who cannot afford to have a generator set, and he doesn't have, you know how much it costs at least to put some illumination in the house. So if this can be provided to them, I'm sure it's going to be very grateful for something in their life. Because it seems as of now, when they come to cities, they feel like they are in heaven. Going back home, being in darkness, it's just like a tale of two cities. Especially that reflects much around the Gudugu and Tinker Island. A village within a village, there is light. Just about a stone throw, you see you are totally in a darkness. And a stone throw, now the light has gone. See, it's like go there sometimes, I just feel so much worried that some people are being cheated. We've kept them in darkness as if they're not Nigerians. There are some infrastructures are still being put in the cities. Those people there are just being abandoned. Nothing. Even I can say during my regime, time you can feel the terms of boreholes, health centers. With all this in mind, especially we that came from this side, pressurize the government that they should assist us. When we are requesting people in the river, they should give us a first direct. Please help for us.
Yes, locally the focus of the present administration is rural development, and the issue of electrification of this initiative requires piling to be able to fly strings over the river. Piling alone is about 20 million in this business, and piling is a combination of civil and electrical work. So my assurance is that this year something definite positive will take place for the benefit of our people in the area.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, before we go, I think at the book ended.
Friends, gentlemen of the press and gentlemen, I don't know, we have other ladies deep free into our midst. I want to also use this media to congratulate him on assumption of duty as the director of this. I wish to recall that the state deep free from inception has made its impact felt in the area of assisting some of our cost-shared self-help projects and in opening up our rural roads. It is, however, pertinent to note that most of the water projects in the local government area either abandoned or out of order few days after completion of them are locked up and the keys taken away for upward of 3 years now, e.g. Musafejo, etc. It is in this light that I definitely plead that the director should look into ways of assisting our people get safe on completion of jobs. Furthermore, I want to advise the director to get the various local government more involved in locating and actual exit. We are at the grassroots and know how to mobilize the community to see the facility as their home and to take proper care of them. Experience has shown that any government project, it is only the local government official that can ascertain a convenient and beneficial location for the project, as effort in the past has either been resisted or been a point of conflict between erstwhile peaceful community despite its intended beneficial purposes. Above all, it will be better if the completion of any project started in the local government area is certified good by the chairman of the local government concerned or his representative before payments are made to the contractors. This measure, I am sure, will help the people appreciate your good work the more. Once again, I welcome the director and his entourage into our midst and with them safe journey back home. Thank you and God bless. Our roads are not properly done. Culverts are not properly done. See, by the grace of God, I happen to work in the Ministry of Work, and I know some of my colleagues are here. We were working together and we know the way we did it then. And we made a good job of what we did then. And these days, things are becoming very bad. I can remember some culvert job when a small vehicle gets across to it, the thing will break, and we will call, nobody will come to our aid. The roads, when they are done, they will not be properly done. We call them to the office, nobody will get to our place. So now if I get to the office, there's a lady there. She doesn't want to even see me. That's secretary to the director. We used to be colleagues in the ministry. Because one day, I think, I want her to be annoyed when things done in your local government are not properly done. See, I don't feel very, very happy. See, when things are done, and I'm happy with the man here. He's born here and bred here, and I'm sure he will fight for our cause. And this project, I remember, if a project for this local government is to be executed, we understand when this degree started that at least our people should benefit from it. I know if you give some of these jobs to our people, they will not perform bad jobs. They will want to do it well because they know this is their job. But you neglected our people. You give the job to people that even don't know us, that don't know this place. When they come, you execute the job, perhaps give some people some money, and they will say the job is done. Both arms. I wish you go on, sir. You see, I'm not happy. I have to be sincere to you all. You see, the government has voted this money for the benefit of the poor people, but it's not been properly done. You see, I'm sorry if I so use these bad languages I'm using, but I'm not happy. I have to be sincere to you. I'm sorry. This is the way I see the difference. And so many a times, when you start projects, you create conflicts. At least we are in the local government here, it's our place. We know the villagers in the front of his house. And if you people sign this thing, the man, another group will turn up and say, because it's a village there, that's why we put in this thing. There are conflicts. There was one recently that nearly caused a political problem in the local government. I have to go and answer query at Alausa. I think this situation, if we can so look into it and help us solve problems. Though we don't want a question of NRC, SDP problem in the local government. We are one. Iwolo, abandoned. Quadri, Agamaden, abandoned. Watagon village, abandoned. Abia, Koroko, and then Koroko, abandoned. Bereposific, abandoned. Araromi microwater scheme, abandoned. 40, Game, Tapsi water, 40, Baji village. Whether abandoned or 40, we don't know. Even that Baji one is not even completed. It's been abandoned here for some time. Agon Kame, not functioning. Mowo, Tutu, not functioning.
Either been abandoned or that are faulty within the local government. But prior to that receipt of the letter, I had already taken a project tour of the entire local government. We did not want to bother the chairman initially because I want to see what was physically on the ground before coming. And we have identified all these problems before we get your letter. And since then, we have been doing a lot of work to revive most of these projects. I can assure you that the one at the micro is working because I even stopped there before getting here now. I've already sent the contractor back to work, and I was made to understand that one of the boreholes there is still not functioning. It's only one that he has completed now, so he's still working on the thing. We know that we have to hand over our projects to the local government for maintenance, and the community also to carry out menial maintenance. That is why we have the contractors training along in terms of the implementation of that project, training the people within the community, so that by the time he is off-site, they will be able to carry on the program in conjunction with that of the local government effort. But I can assure you that we will leave no stone unturned to make a quick turnaround and make sure that all these projects are put back to use for the benefit of our people. I was made to understand that in the past, local government input were being sought before the projects were compiled, or areas of siting were compiled. And I don't know what could have caused the grievances within the community if the local government were brought in. But during my tenure, I plan to deal closely with all the local governments, including the communities themselves. Because from the program we are trying to put in place now, the people are going to be more involved than ever before. We are going to involve them right from the planning stage up to the time of implementation. So that at the end of the day, they will benefit more from the objective we want to achieve in citing projects or what type of projects in their community. Sir, the main focus or main purpose of our community is on people's development. That is, we want the people now to be directly involved in the implementation of our program. In that case, they have to start initiating programs at their own level. Programs that will be beneficial to their own community, to their own environment. They will have to identify within a time frame, say a period of 20 years, and I want to see Badagry look like Miami Beach. Be able to put in place within certain time to be able to meet my main objective. By that, we believe that community, once they've set a target for themselves, they must determine what should be able to be put in place in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years. And we know that with the trend of the inflationary, leave them on their own totally. As we have been doing at local government and state level, we are going to ensure that the cost sharing aspect of it will still be done. But to make sure that they follow a viable program, DFRI will be constantly on the field with them. In this area, we will need the total involvement of your head of agri, whom we expect to be the coordinator of DFRI programs at the rural and the local government level. So the meeting with the chairman of local governments, the supervisor for rural development, the heads of agri, and the council, the CDA, Community Development Association chairman of the local government, on the 6th, that is Tuesday next week, at 10 o'clock at our state auditorium in Alausa. So we will be very appreciative if Badagry local government will be fully represented at that occasion. The meeting will be dealing with issues leading to the main objective, the focus of the government on what direct participation is supposed to achieve. And I think that if the information is disseminated properly to all that are supposed to be involved directly or indirectly with the issue of rural development, our people will stand a better chance of getting clearer message on how to go about the effective development program. That is what I mean when I said we are now embarking on development of people to improve their quality of life, to allow them to build a good economic base in local government, so that we can now move people out of the urban over-concentrated area into the rural area settlements, and then create a conducive atmosphere for them to survive. We have been able to put in place some of these basic infrastructures like roads, water, electricity, jetties. Well, we understand that in all areas we have been, some of these water programs have not have been malfunctioning. So we are setting up a monitoring and maintenance unit in our directorate that will have that responsibility. Much as I would want to say that DFRI will be doing his own bit, we know that local government also will be doing theirs. But we also have
You have sacrificed this day to honor the four distinguished achieved Nigerian children in pursuit of our initiative for the establishment of Center for Children Development. Rightly enough, today has distinguished itself out of 7 days that makes this week, out of the week that makes this month, and out of the month that makes this year. Because these children has respectfully distinguished themselves as a pride to themselves, to their parent, to the society, and this great country. They deserve to be a jewel of honor for today to be acknowledged in their lives, that our Excellency recognizes a lot in the potential encouragement for today's children. Your Excellency has made them history worth, and they have also made us history worth for. Without them, as achiever, our organization will have nothing in stock to be inspired in respect of this occasion. The situation of this country today has been so alarming, of which has given birth to a number of factors of corruption. Our society has been so polluted with drug trafficking and its abuses, early marriage, forced marriage, sexual assault, and the most satanic secret called society prevailing in our university campuses. Our organization took it seriously as a challenge to empower a bite of mayor in our capability to alert the mayor through this convention. We have distributed tracts to counter the evil consequences of this factor of corruption. The foundation of this touch of children has strengthened a base for our organization to be recognized and identified by UNICEF and WHO, and this has justified a conduct of merit of the program as the fundamental instrument to build a better society. Sorry, I take that again. And WHO, and this has justified a conduct of merit of this program,
and a fundamental instrument to build a better, progress, and moral society for our children. In fact, I owe a great deal of gratitude to UNICEF as a testimony for forwarding this significant content of the convention to National Commission for Women, Abuja. Furthermore, to forge ahead and to supply our organization with materials that has opened door for knowledge and education about the world of children. On this account, history has been set forward to roll in grace because as Our Excellency Mrs. Doja Ochedola will be presenting awards to Ms. Kaindi Damola, Augusta Okon, Tony Jegede, and Clara Ngofa, establishment of Center for Children Development. Your Excellency, your presence has proved to our organization, the respective awardee, and everybody present here that your leadership as a woman has laid the foundation as a signatory in pursuit of Center for Children Development. You have made it a day that for us to build a better, progressive and moral society for our children, all hands must be on deck. Thank you very much.
Everybody have been recognized for the time. Thank you very much. So the next item on the program is Chairperson's remark. Her Excellency.
We first of all have to thank the Almighty God, for the shows that whether you are old or young, we are to be reckoned with. And I believe they will continue to work very hard and make sure you don't allow anybody to join you. The next 3 years continuously should be good. As I said before, we thank the organizers for the money, energy, and everything they have done or they have put to make it today a success. And we hope in future, if there is anything you think the Women Commission can do to assist, please don't hesitate to tell us. We surely help you. I was asking the gentleman here about the other lady whom I know very well, that is Tosin Jegede, and I was told she could not come, maybe the reasons best known to him. And for my young daughters here, I congratulate you. Miss Augusta Okon, who is a promising writer, I congratulate you, and please continue to work very hard. The sky is the limit, and I am sure you will achieve more. And Miss Clara Udoba, who is a lawn tennis, that's very good. More grease to your elbow. And then the last person, Kainde Damola, volleyball, am I right? Congratulations. Maybe one day you will represent us somewhere else. We thank every one of you here and we wish you well.
Thank you very much. I want to recognize the presence of the Director General, Political and General Administration, Dr. Oyefunde. So the next item on the agenda is presentation for awards. Plays lawn tennis. A child prodigy who has been playing lawn tennis since her primary school days. She has represented Nigeria in many lawn tennis tournaments, both nationally and internationally. At the moment, she has 4 Nigerian Open championships. She's 14 years old. Miss Clara Kehinde Damola, volleyball. Kehinde was part of a team that represented Nigeria in an international volleyball competition, at which Nigeria came third. She's 15 years old.
Somebody stated on behalf of this. Somebody says on her behalf.
Josie Jegede is an artist. She started singing at the age of 12, at the age of 2, and has waxed 4 records. She's 13 years old. Unfortunately, she's unavoidably absent, but somebody else will be collecting her.
Mr. Mujalawe and the entire staff of the Classic Nigerian Limited. I, Remy Angels, the Convention Coordinator, wish to express my profound gratitude to Her Excellency, Mrs. Uzala, the Director General, State Commission for Women, the Protocol Officer, the Press Secretary for making this day possible, for our children to see the area of light, for good days ahead, in the pursuit of Center for Students Development, CB. I thank our respective sponsors and donors in respect of Nabisco Biscuit, Bramo, Dunlop PLC, May and Baker, Nigerian Distillers, Total PLC, Mobile Nigerian PLC for making the convention a success. I owe a great deal of gratitude to UNICEF Information and Public Officer, Mr. Mike Wedele, and our Secretary, Ms. Dede, for their material support, and furthermore, Dr. Simi Johnson, who added wisdom to writing the convention. Such wisdom was so precious and still precious that I judge a lot of impact. I thank distinguished ladies and gentlemen and congratulate the awardees. I hope this encouragement award being presented to you by Excellency is enough encouragement to deserve. I hope Kehinde Damola will forge ahead in the game that awake her limelight, because this award came at a time you are almost losing your interest in the sport. Keep it up. Clara Godfa, please forge ahead and win more laurels. Tosin Jegede, please keep it up and wax more album. Augusta Okon, you have shown the way for yourself, your parents, society, and Nigeria that you are the advocates of Nigeria. Please forge ahead and write more knowledge. God has made you instruments of a foundation for this generation and the future generation to come. To acclaim your words as achiever for the cause of this historic occasion. May God bless you all and get you back to your faithful. Thanks.
Good afternoon, everybody. When I was informed yesterday that I was to be awarded with this, and I'm really very grateful to Almighty God for everything He has done for us. And on behalf of we all here, I really wish to thank you for everything you've done for us, and that you continue in the love and spirit you have for children to help us all the time. And talking about the first book, I remember my first book I wrote for this award was Bola and Kinapas, and I thank God because He has really given me strength to wax on. And I'm going to launch my second book this coming Saturday at the Effort Secondary School. And please, I'd like to give you this invitation card. You could help me to the occasion, and on behalf of everybody, I would like to say thank you for everything.
Apology from me. I won't be able to come on Saturday, but I assure you I'll send somebody to come and represent me.
Excellency, Director General, members of the Advisory Council here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. So we thank you for staying with us patiently till the end of this program. Our Excellency will now depart. We close in prayer.
But before the night, sir, we have mapped out the meeting of all the chairmen of local governments, the supervisors of agri and rural development, the heads of agri and rural development, and all the chairmen of the Community Development Association in all local governments to meet on Tuesday, that is the 6th next week, at 10 o'clock. At the Secretariat of with the chairman of the National Different, that is the president of retired community. We don't want parents to still be living in the past, as believing that the majority of what constitutes Lagos State per se is Ikoli and Korea. It's more than that. And I think being the closest people to the rural setting, it is important for the local governments to be fully represented at that meeting and also at the launching. Sir, to mobilize people, organize them, and then encourage them to take up a program. If we believe that it should not end merely with the launching, because the launching is one thing, after the ceremony we don't want the program to die. We have a follow-up program we have mapped out. This program will be done in conjunction with the agri and rural development, and we will be expecting some level of donation at the branches. Well, all the local governments we have visited admit their pledge that they are going to make contribution. We hope so that we should also assist us in contribution. We appreciate the magnitude of the financial problem confronting all of the governments, but we believe that it's a joint responsibility that we all participate. Thank you very much.
If not the most rural, we are very, very rural. You only have to drive around and see. It's like a quarter. Ejibo, Shogunle, Dasamaja, to mention but a few. And definitely we need a lot of assistance from you. With local government, the little we can do, we shall do it. See, I hate making fake promises. I look into my boss, if I can say, we give you this or we give you that. And I don't think the teacher is here with the final accounts. Otherwise, I could have been able to see what we can do. But I will still talk to him, maybe before the close of this meeting, and whatever we can give, or the promise we can make, we shall make it, and we shall try our best to fulfill our pledge. Once more, I say thank you very much. By the time I get permission for me to follow up on another engagement, and my Instagram is something of vital importance to Nigerians, especially to my own community, because I am in a rural area. You have a lot of roads to be done, you have bridges to be constructed, we have water. See, areas like there's no water, no fiber water. These are the areas where the free can be of importance to us. They have been helping us in the past, and I think they will still help us more. See, I don't want you to call us an Oliver Twist, that we always asking for more. But the fact is that this part of the local government, very rural, has been neglected over the years when we were under motion. And now, just 2 years after the creation of the local government, it's not possible to perform miracles. You only have to start bit by bit. This is why we need your assistance to help us develop our rural areas, to open the hinterlands. In fact, I wouldn't mind if you can have a drive run or Okota, look like Oijibo, like the place where you have the place disaster. It's within my local government. If you get there, you won't feel like Lagos. You think you are one of the jungles of the Western region. That's how the place is. And secondly, on agriculture, we need protein, we need food. You know, we have our poultry farm that is there. It has been badly fertilized by all these thereabouts. These are the things we have to improve. And we appeal to the free to please come to our aid to continue as they have been doing. And as for us, any contribution we can make, we shall gladly make it. We shall contribute our own quota in the development of the country, in the development of my local government, and so that everybody will live.
Welcome speech to the Directorate of DIFRI. The Director State Directorate of Food, Rural and Rural Infrastructure, the Chairperson Better Life Mushin Local Government, the Secretary to the Local Government, the Supervisor